Hey guys, John here from Sonic Drive Studio. I hope you're all doing well and welcome back to the channel. We've been looking at some awesome pedals by Lichtlaerm Audio on the channel recently. We've checked out the Acer Header Boost pedal, which was awesome. And we also took a look at the Amber Spyglass EQ pedal, which was equally awesome. But today we're going to check out the Aquaria pedal, this cool thing over here. And this pedal is basically a Klon clone, or at the very least heavily inspired by that pedal. However, this pedal takes that concept to a whole nother level. So let's have some fun and take a look. And let's start by taking a listen to how this pedal sounds in front of an already driven amp with a slight crunch. And let's see if we can push that tone to the next level. So kind of in your modern overdrive and high gain boost fashion. I'm going to use my Yamaha Revstar into my orange TH30 amplifier, which is set to sort of a mid-gain crunch. Definitely on a gain level that's not enough for nice and modern rock and high gain tones. And we're going to use the Aquaria pedal to really push this amp to the next level with more saturation, more aggression, and more tightness as well. The amp is going into my Red 7 amplification Amp Central reactive load as per usual, and then into an Ownhammer Moabi custom cabinet. The extra large cabinet on the high gain mic mix to be precise. Here we go. Whoa, this pedal really took that amp to the next level. Not subtle, not at all, but exactly what the amp called for. I've never used a real Klon Centaur myself, but they are obviously legendary and also quite expensive. And there are plenty of Klon clones out there, but I gotta tell you, none of them are as unique as the Aquaria. You can do so much with this pedal, it's insane. You can do subtle things like a subtle overdrive, for example, but also very extreme things. So this thing has a very wide range and it's very flexible as well. Let's take a look at the controls that this pedal has to offer to shape the tone. So on the top here, we've got your basic tone control, as well as a basic gain control. The distortion or overdrive on this pedal is very natural sounding, as you'll hear in a minute. And of course, we've also got your basic level control over here. Now, something that happens with a real Klon is that when you crank the gain, the blend of the clean signal gets louder, basically. So more of the clean signal gets blended in the more you turn up the gain. Now, the Aquaria gives you complete control over that with this clean control over here, and this lets you blend in the clean signal in any way you like. And then we have the clip switch over here, and that lets you choose between 3 types of distortion, basically. So you can use this to shape the clipping characteristics. You have the option to choose between germanium, Schottky, and silicone clipping. I'm not very techy, but I hope I pronounced that correctly. But what that basically means is that you can choose between 3 types of distortion character. One is more aggressive and in your face, for example. The other one is more compressed and warm. So just experiment with this to find the voice that you need for your particular tone. But yeah, that's a very nice feature that you can use to really customize your tone even further. Now, something very cool about this pedal, and something very Lichtlaerm audio-y, so to speak, is this switchable 4-band EQ. This is very handy and awesome for various purposes, but for example, you could use this for solos to boost and shape the solos when the solo kicks in. We've got a bass, a low mid, a high mid, and a high control, so you can really go in and dial in your tone there. And we've also got this little boost control over here, and with that you can add even more level when you kick in the EQ. So again, great for a lead or a solo to boost the gain even further and to shape the tone a bit for adding more cut, for example. So that's really nice. So it's a really versatile pedal, as you can see, and it also just sounds really good. And by the way, in the intro track, I used both switches at the same time. So the basic boost alongside the EQ for some subtle shaping and some extra boosting. Now, since this pedal has a very natural sounding overdrive, basically as if the gain is an extension of the overdrive of the amplifier itself, it's a great pedal to spice up clean channels. My PRS MT15, for example, has a great clean channel, but it's quite sterile sounding with a lot of headroom and no real grit. But I want to try this pedal up front to see if we can get some nice, classic and natural sounding overdrive out of this clean channel. I'm going to put the Aquaria in front of the clean channel with both switches on, so with the basic boost and the EQ as well, just to add some nice gain and crunch to this very sterile sounding clean channel. This time I'm using the Onhammer Moabi large cabinet with a 121 plus 57V mic blend, and the guitar that I'm using here is my Gibson Les Paul Standard. Here we go. Great! This pedal made such a big difference once again, just awesome. I also want to give you an idea of how all the controls sound and react, so I'm now going to put this pedal in front of my Marshall Mini Jubilee, set to a mild crunch tone, and I'm just going to tweak the knobs so you guys can hear what they do. This time I'm using the Onhammer Moabi medium cabinet on the mid-gain mic mix, and the guitar that I'm using is my ESP LTD Phoenix Deluxe 1000 on the passive Seymour Duncan SH5 bridge pickup. Let's go ahead and check that out right now. So I don't know what you guys think, but I'm really digging this Aquarius pedal by Lichtlaerm Audio. It's an extremely versatile and powerful pedal that sounds great and that can be used in a very wide range of applications. And it's so much more than just a Klon clone. I highly recommend checking it out, and for more information on this pedal, visit lichtlaermaudio.com. That's all for this video. I really hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please consider hitting the like and subscribe buttons down below, as that really helps the channel out and it also helps to keep you up to date. You can also follow Sonic Drive Studio on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter, by the way. And don't forget that you can also join our Facebook group, the Sonic Drive Studio Guitar Gear Forum. It's a great place to chat about gear and to nerd out with people like me. Alright guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. See y'all soon. Bye.